Hello everyone, welcome back to Leaping Lotus Tarot. I'm going to do something new today. I'm going to do a pick a card. So basically I'm going to have 3 oracle decks laid out and you're going to choose which deck that you'd like to get a reading from. And it's all going to be kind of romance themed though. So basically what I'm going to do for each one is I'm going to start off with a yes or no. So basically, I want you guys to go ahead and ask a question to whatever tarot deck that you choose. I'm going to have a different crystal for each deck as well. So whatever kind of deck speaks to you with whatever crystal, just go to the whatever part of the reading that is. I'll leave it in the description box for each one. And also, if you want to hear through the whole thing, that works too. Or, you know, if you pick 2 or something like that, you can do whatever you want. So take whatever fits for you. I'm going to make it your choice. But I am going to have the first part of it, I'm going to address the yes or no. So go ahead and ask a question, whatever your intention is, whatever you're kind of thinking about, what you want to know. So that'll be the first thing. And then the second thing will be what they want to say to you right now, like whoever you're listening for romantically, what message they need to deliver to you right now, if they could. A lot of people listening for other people right now are sometimes in no contact, or they're just kind of, they're going to tarot readings, right, to kind of get some insight as to what's going on. So there's something not being communicated usually, so we'll see what they want to say. And then the third thing will be, I'm using the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck, and so we'll get some advice or messages from the universe regarding your person. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Let's start off with deck number 1. Now deck number 1 is the Spheres of Heaven Tarot. I'm gonna go ahead and get it nice and cleared out for you. So let's go ahead and start off with the yes or no. So take a deep breath, ground yourself, set your intention, and go ahead and ask whatever that question is. And it doesn't have to be like a yes or no, but like just whatever the question is, and I'm going to try to deliver it in a yes or no, essentially. So, and here's the deck, by the way. I just want to show you for sure that this is what I'm using, right? So, all right. So first part is yes or no. What's the answer to the question? Wow. Okay. Very quick response there. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Okay, we've got 5 here. No, we have 6. 1 fell on the ground, so just hold on. This is the second one to fall out. So first off, right away, what jumped out immediately was 4 of Cups. And it was sort of sideways, but mostly upright. It was kind of like this. So essentially, somebody, the answer kind of probably is no. But what I'm getting with that is it's not right now is the thing. We've got Page of Cups reversed. So we've got Page of Cups reversed and we've got 4 of Cups upright. So this, the answer to this question for number 1, whatever your question was, is not right now. There is a emotional, basically there's not a vulnerability here that's willing to be addressed at this point. We've got 3 of Pentacles, so this could be a third-party situation. There may be somebody else involved in here, and that's why they can't come forth to you right now. They're not happy that they can't, but there may be somebody else involved here. We've got 5 of Swords sideways. So what I'm getting with that is some sort of like some wound, some childhood wound, some sort of family wound. They might have like fear of abandonment. Coming towards you in this connection may be too risky in their eyes because there's something about you that's not as stable as what they're currently potentially in emotionally. So I'm not saying you're a risky person, but they're afraid of rejection, or they've been triggered in the past by some sort of family thing, or like maybe they only have one parent very like more strongly present in their life than the other. And so that's kind of where like an abandonment wound is coming from. And you may be the gender of the person that they don't really have as strongly in their life. Maybe not. Take it how it resonates. We also have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this could be who they're dealing with. If this is a masculine energy you're listening for with that page, he may be with a Queen of Wands. Could be a fire sign potentially. And then we have Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting. So the Knight of Pentacles is the knight who is standing sort of still, right? Not sort of still, he is standing still. So there's no movement towards you right now, but there is an interest in, I think, the potential of having a future with you, perhaps. I don't think he's in a page energy, even though it's like Page of Cups reversed. So basically what that's telling me is he's not a page. He probably is more of a knight, which is cool. That's better than a page, right? But it's just saying that the new beginning of emotion, especially with that Four Cups as well, is not ready to be moved forward towards just yet. He's still only a knight. He's not ready to be a king, and he's dealing with a queen. So he may even feel like whoever he's with right now is as good as he's gonna get. And so there may be a denial in some aspect of himself. Like maybe he feels like you're too good for him in a way, or like it's too good to be true, or there's like, it just feels like the abandonment wounds or like the childhood wounds are just so deep that it's just kind of, it just doesn't feel safe. It just doesn't feel safe at this time to move forward into a connection with you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and figure out what they want to say to you. What do they want to say to you? I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this one more time through. I'm not gonna put these cards back in. I'm gonna keep them out, and I'm just gonna see, what do they want to say to you right now? If they could say this, what would they say? What's their message to you? What's this Knight of Pentacles message to you? Anything else? Again, flying on the floor. I'm like holding these over the desk, and the fact that they're just jumping around is clearly that message was strong. So, okay, we've got two. All right, the one that just vigorously flew on the floor was Six of Swords reversed. So the Six of Swords upright is like a travel, a moving on, a new destination, going towards something. And so the fact that it's reversed is it's just of reaffirming the point of, I can't do this right now. So that's just further establishing, I can't move towards you. I can't move on from this right now. There's still lessons I have to learn here. There's still wounds I have to address, or just things within themselves. It's just a not now. The Hanged Man reversed. Interesting, because the Hanged Man upright is like pause and surrender. So even though we're seeing no movement here, with the with the Knight of Pentacles standing still and the Six of Swords being reversed, we have like a Hanged Man reversed here. And so in this case, that would kind of mean that there would be some sort of moving forward energy. But what I'm kind of getting with that is, with the Hanged Man being reversed, is because that also means surrender, right? It's not just pause and referring to movement, it's also surrender. So I don't think this person has surrendered to the fact of how they feel about you. I don't think that they've really addressed emotionally how you make them feel. There's sort of a denial here, or something they're pushing away. And so that's what I'm getting with the surrender being reversed, is they have not accepted it. They won't accept it. They can't. That's why it's sort of Four Cups too as well. It's like it's making them sad. Like they know there's something that's like stirring in them that's making them uncomfortable, but they can't. It's like they can't really address it because they're distracted with the Queen of Wands potentially right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get from the Angels of Abundance. What is a message from the universe? What's some advice here? Let's get the universe to weigh in on this connection. What's the advice? Advice from the universe regarding this connection with you. Okay, we have face your financial fears. Oh, now I'm dropping it. Okay, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. So we did have the Knight of Pentacles too, right? That also may be part of the aspect here, is they may be financially invested. Maybe they're married to this person, but there's something about finances that's kind of getting in the way here. Maybe you're looking to lean on them for a little financial stability. I'm not really sure. But it says, when you're honest with yourself about your fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. So even if this isn't finance related to you at all, there's something about you needing to face the fear of a perceived failure. So like if you are fighting so hard for this connection to work out, the universe is basically saying, this is not like a pass or fail success, or like if you don't end up dating this person or whatever, you're not failing. You're not failing your soul. You're not failing your heart. There's a reason for this. It's divine timing. It's your path. There might be something even better for you. So don't let it define you as like a success or fail. And also realizing that there's like a fear of, so there may be abandonment wounds on both sides here. You may have this fear of losing this person, and trying to exposing it to the light, right? This is a darkness, and there's 4 cups on this side. So this could be a recommendation for them as well, that bringing these fears and these emotional things that are being denied to the light will help to surface them, heal them, acknowledge them. And also, every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Okay, so this is part of the awakening process. If you're going through some sort of, twin flame connection, or, if we're not going to use that word because of the whole stereotypical buzz stuff around it right now, that's kind of jading the terminology, just an impactful soul connection. If that's how you're resonating with this, this is just saying, okay, this is part of the awakening process. And it's not necessarily always the goal to be with this person, okay? I know that's kind of painful to hear, but it's part of the awakening process. And ultimately, at the end of the day, just look at the time, 11:11. That may be synchronistic for you. You may be seeing that a ton right now, which is further to validate this point that that's like an angel number. It's a spiritual number. It's a number of awakening and enlightenment. So if that's what you're going through right now, it's super painful, and it's really hard to think that it's like, how could I not be with them? Like I feel this amazing connection is unexplainable. The synchronicity is off the wall, like just absolutely nuts right now. How could it not be? Well, it's just affirming to you that you are going on your spiritual journey. You're doing everything right. There's nothing to fear here. This is all okay. Don't be afraid of being alone for a little bit with yourself, meditating, realizing that you're completely worthy and whole on your own. You don't need this person to validate you. You don't need this person to say one thing or another, or to, it's going to be okay, right? And the more you are okay with yourself and what's going on in this whole process, the quicker you guys are going to come into balance as far as like yin and yang and all that stuff, and you're going to draw them to you. When you're having a push energy and you're looking external and outward towards things, you're just going to push it away. It's just the law of the universe. It's how it goes. So you have to retreat back into yourself, do some contemplative thinking, and then they will be almost instantly magnetized back to you. So I kind of went on a similar journey like that, and I noticed consistently when they would actually leave my mind and I wouldn't be obsessing, and they'd be out of my mind, is when they would reach out, right? It's always when like you're not thinking of them, or having that push energy, is when they come around. So okay, hope you enjoyed that one, number 1. We're gonna go ahead and jump into number 2 now. This is an anime deck, so this is at 12:55. We've got the anime deck that we're jumping into for number 2. I really like this deck. I've only used it a few times. It's relatively new to me, but I super duper like it. And just to show you, I am using the number 2 here. So first we are going to ask the yes or no question, or whatever question it is that you ask. So go ahead and set that intention now. Ask that question. Or if you just listen to the other one, ask a different question, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and answer that for you. And we'll see what comes through. Okay, so for number 2s here, who chose this deck, is it a yes or no? What's the answer to the question? Answer to the question, please. Okay. We have 5 out here. Okay, we have King of Cups, upright, Hierophant reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, 8 of Cups upright, and 6 of Discs or 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to say this answer is yes. This answer is somebody who has addressed, with the King of Cups being upright, they've addressed their emotions. They're stable with them. They've addressed their, the balancing act, right, with the 6 of Pentacles, the give and take. 8 of Cups, the decision to move on towards something. Ace of Swords reversed and the Hierophant reversed. Now here's where it's a little bit trickier. There's not a straightforward communication about this, which is probably why you're listening to this, right? You're like, I feel the energetic connection, but I'm not receiving the communication, right? And then the Hierophant reversed. So that's like a tradition, beliefs, values reversed. So this could be, you know what I'm getting with this? This actually may be somebody who's with a masculine that they're happy with, they're in a connection with, and this may be somebody asking, am I going to get married? Are they going to ask me to marry them? Are they going to propose to me? Are they going to ask me to be their girlfriend? And so this is somebody who cares about you. This is somebody who treats you well. I feel like you're happy overall with that aspect of things, at least for this particular deck. Eight of Cups, like this person, what's interesting about this imagery too is there's this masculine looking at this giant rock, and it's like he's faced with this, it's almost like there's an elephant in the room. He's faced and having to address this big thing, which I think is this Hierophant reverse, this beliefs, values, tradition. It's like, I know she's gonna want me to do this. It seems overwhelming to me. This is not really something I believe in. Like, I'm not sure I really want to get married, but I like this. I love this person. I'm the King of Cups here. I have a lot of emotion to give. It's in a balanced way. I know it's something I want to move towards, but it's kind of overwhelming. And with the Ace of Swords being reversed, it's like, I don't know if I can communicate what this person needs me to say, like, I don't know if I can tell them what they need to hear, because I'm not sure if that aligns with my values and my beliefs. So that's kind of a beautiful transition point here into, sorry, I'm scooching my chair back. It's a little close. That's a beautiful transition point into the next part, which is, what do they want to say to you? So what does this King of Cups want to say to you? If they have that Ace of Swords reversed, they may not be wanting to say what you want to hear, but they want to say something. So what do they want to say? Oh, okay. Princess of Discs reversed. Interesting. We got a couple that fell on the floor. Several. It's been a pattern. We've had some serious jumpers that are all over the floor for this this evening. Six of Swords reversed. It's interesting that the Eight of Cups is upright, but the Six of Swords is reversed. Okay, and if we look at the imagery too, there's three people on this boat, and there's a feminine sort of leading the way. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups being upright and him looking at that giant, like, rock figure, and her sort of leading the boat in this sense, it really does feel like it's confirming, like, I am happy to be with you. I'm happy to be on this boat with you, to be on this journey with you. But it's overwhelming to think about it going in the direction that you're wanting to go towards. Five of Discs reversed. You make me feel warm. It's not that you're not my lover. It's not that you're not giving me what I need. There's nothing that you're really lacking in this sense. That we'll get to the Princess of Discs reversed, though I might need some clarity on that. And the Moon reversed. That's very interesting. I'm gonna have to just get some clarity real quick on the Moon reverse and why is the Moon reversed and why is the Princess of Pentacles? Why is that reversed? Because this is what they want to say to you. Four of Swords. Okay, so if you look at the imagery on this is like, there's a woman and a little boy in this background, and there's this, you know, this typical sort of imagery on the Four of Swords of somebody in like meditation, contemplation. They look kind of dead though, right? Like they're in that sort of coffin stance. They're not able to really communicate. This could be a woman and a child. This could be you. This could be a woman and a child, and you're listening for a masculine, wanting to know if they're going to marry and commit. And I'm not saying that the child is like the issue here, but it's like a big commitment to be the father figure. I think that this person probably is actually a very good father figure if that part of this reading is resonating for you. I don't think that is the problem here. Princess of Discs reversed. I mean, she's such a young sort of imagery here too. You could have potentially 2 kids, a son and a daughter. The daughter might be a little bit older, like a preteen or something, and you have a younger boy, or vice versa. There's just maybe children involved here is what I'm getting. And the moon reverse is interesting because that's like intuition or illusion. So they may just be really fighting themselves on this idea. It could just be a little bit of ego. Give me a little bit of clarity on the moon reverse, please. Why is that part of what they want to say to you? Eight of Wands reversed. That's that energy of not wanting to move quickly. This could be a newer connection with that 4 of Swords. It could be like, I don't want to say 4 months because that sounds like really short. It could be 4 years. Maybe this person's going to need to take 8 years. Maybe 8 years from now is when that little girl is going to be an adult. I don't know. This is interesting. Why is this person telling you they can't move quickly? What's like the timeline? What's going on with like these kids and this amount of years? 9 of Discs, 9 of Pentacles. I'm just going to go ahead and look back through these cards that I've already had. Can I get clarity on that? I really want to deliver this message clearly to you. This one might take a little bit longer. 9 of Discs. Why 9 of Discs? What does that have to do with the timeline of this? Can I please get some clarity on this to deliver a clear message? The moon reversed and the 8 of Wands reversed. How does all that tie together? Thank you. Ace of Wands. Wow, new passion. We had a bunch of cards actually fall out here, and I don't really want to take them all, but I'm going to because it may just piece together the answer here. High Priestess. Seven of Wands reversed. Oof. And it kind of flipped upright actually just there too, so it could be kind of like a sideways. And 4 of Wands reversed. That's that marriage card like reversed, right? The Star reversed. And 10 of Discs reversed, 10 of Pentacles. I'm just going to be completely honest. I was kind of suppressing this earlier in the reading. I didn't really want to say it because I don't want to, but I just have to deliver the messages that are coming out, okay? You may not want to hear this, but there might be somebody else. I hate saying that. There may be somebody, and I don't think they're like pursuing them actively, but I think it's like there's someone in their energetic field, and I really don't think that they're pursuing them actively, but this is around the doubt and the illusion in their mind with the moon, okay? There's nothing wrong with being a woman with children, but if there's a potential, this is just kind of how men think, or at least in maybe this particular reading or this whatever, is like, it might be more appealing to this masculine to pursue a feminine who does not have children. Because it is so overwhelming for them to be that committed with the 4 wands being reversed and all that. It's something they really have to think about. I think that they really care a lot about you. I don't think that's the issue here. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with having children, okay? I think that they actually care about these kids. I mean, they're talking about them. They're addressing them here. So it's not like they're kind of trying to ignore them in any way. Like, but there is a part of them that they're kind of, and it may be an illusion. This may be something that they totally work through and aren't going to pursue. It just might be something that's holding them back in their mind that they need more time to think about is, not that there is somebody else, but that there's the idea of what if there is somebody else that comes along that doesn't have kids and is ready for, they're at a different stage of their life, and maybe I'm not feeling adequate or ready to be a father at this moment. Maybe I will be in 4 years, but like, I don't know, like maybe it'll be different when the kids are grown, you know, maybe when the little girl, she's already in college, or, you know, and then, you know, the little boy's 16 and driving and more independent, you know, then it's more appealing to me. Okay, yeah, let's settle down, get married. Maybe we have one more kid, or like, but it's like they want that time with you. They want that. And with that high priestess too, there's an aspect of like sexuality. You guys may be not having a lot of sex right now, just with having a couple kids, being very busy. So that could be an aspect of why their mind's kind of wandering in this way of like potential other things, is because you're so devoted and dedicated to your kids, as you should be. Very doting on your kids. You love them dearly. And I think that they really respect that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, they may not be. It's interesting though, because we had that Six of Pentacles too, like that equal give and take. So I really do think this is a small aspect, but this is what they would say to you or want to say to you if they could get it out, that like, I'm having these ideas of like, it's like almost like a fear maybe in a sense. Like I think that's kind of what I was getting to with that Four of Swords. It's kind of like it kills me to even like say that or think of it, or because I do care about you so much and I do care about the kids, but there's just like that little sort of thing in the back of my mind of like, you know, would it be not refreshing, but like, you know, exciting, or, you know, with the High Priestess, like to be in a spicy relationship again where we are having a lot of sex and, you know, we don't have to worry about the stressors of kids and stuff like that. This sounds kind of immature, but I don't really think it is immature, because we had the King of Cups upright. So this is somebody who just really, this is a deep sort of dark thought that they have, and they're just, this is them having to come through and be honest in this way that they probably would never ever say to you, okay? Because that Ace of Swords was reversed, and it's like, I could never say this, but this is why I'm sort of still holding them back with that Four of Wands reversed, and not totally being able to commit and move forward with the Six of Swords reversed as well, towards that big monstrous rock of commitment with the Eight of Cups upright, you know, in that imagery, and then that Hierophant reversed, right? So I'm just tying this all together. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this oracle message from the Angels of Abundance and see what the universe has to say about this. I'm very curious to hear. Oh, I just cleared this with the wrong crystal. This crystal. What does the universe have to say? I don't think this is something you should stress about, but it's something that you should know is like maybe in the back of their mind. I don't think. What is the universe? Just tell me what the universe has to say about this. The higher self, the universe, the higher wisdom here. A little quiet. Oh, there we go. There it is. Unlimited ideas. That's sort of giving me like Seven of Cups. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Okay. So right off, that's saying, don't manifest this, okay? Don't make this more of a problem than it needs to be. Try not to be so pushy, maybe, on this marriage concept. Give him space, give him time, let him realize what he has, you know? I don't think he necessarily wants to go off and find somebody else. There might be a little sort of sexy imagination in the back of his mind. But just realize like that fear, or that like, I need to tie him down, I need him to be the father of my kids, like just like that instinctual motherhood thing that you have. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind, and you are a creator, right? So be very intentional with what you think about, and try not to come from a fear place or a fear mindset. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So what I'm also getting with that too is work on yourself a little bit. Like I said, don't try to come from a place of fear. Really try to come from a place of love, compassion, understanding. And if you're in your most balanced, harmonious state, and realizing that you are beautiful and you are worthy and you deserve love, and so do your kids and everything like that, if you come from a really whole place yourself, that masculine is going to be like, what was I thinking about? The grass is not greener. I have it all right here. I am so grateful. This is awesome. I don't know why I was thinking that. I guess it was just a moment of weakness. It was a moment of fear staring at that big boulder of responsibility in front of me, and it's just me being a little intimidated by it. But really, at the end of the day, I'm happy. I'm taken care of here. I'm able to emotionally give in the way I want to give towards this connection. So I think it's all gonna be okay. Don't be too nervous by this reading, okay? But we wanted to ask if he could say something, what he would say, and that's what he would say. And it's a deep, dark, down place. Now, I don't know if you should even address it. This might just be something you need to kind of keep to yourself. Don't suppress it and get stressed about it. Maybe go work out, go on a run, do something for yourself, your health, and your body, and to kind of get that frustration or those pent-up thoughts or whatever out. And I think, and you don't have to say anything about why you're doing everything. Just like, oh, I just want to take care of myself, and it's important to me, and I want to look good for you, and that might kind of be spicy in itself, right? So try not to come forward with like those insecure things if I need you to do something, or just try to be in a really whole place yourself. And I think that they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to see exactly what they have, and that's to be right by your side with potentially those kids, right? Okay, let's move into the third deck here. This is the Wee Moon Tarot. I love this deck. It's gorgeous. It's artwork from women over the past like 50 years, so it's all very diverse as far as how it looks. So we're going to start off with that question. So set your intention for the question, the yes or no, or the broad sort of question that you have, and then we're going to see what comes through to answer it. And then we will get into what your person wants to say to you, and then we will get recommendation or advice from the universe. Okay, so we've got this Wee Moon, and we've got this beautiful yellow crystal to clear it. All right, what is the answer to the question? Anything else? Okay, that's a little bit too many. Two of Fire reverse, Two of Wands reverse, the Art of Love, and Five of Air, Five of Swords, Inspiration. It might be a no. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Anything else to clarify this, to give us our answer. All right, and we also have Six of Earth, Six of Pentacles, Abundance. I'm sort of getting that this person is more results oriented right now, more work focused, more tangible in the earth, day-to-day grind. I think they're inspired by what they can create or achieve, perhaps in a workspace or whatever it is that they do. And I think that they're less focused on love right now. That's kind of what I'm getting. So if your question was, are they wanting a romantic connection with me right now? The answer may be no. I want to focus on work more right now. Okay. Tell me more about what they're inspired by or what they want to say to you. What do they want to say to you? Eight of Swords sideways, Goddess Consciousness rising. Eight of Air, Eight of Swords is like that woman trapped on the beach, right? Not able to move forward, feeling restricted, not sort of seeing the greatness around them, just having to kind of surrender to being stuck there. And it's sideways. And with the consciousness rising, this person is kind of unwilling to address love. Why are they unwilling to address love and a greater consciousness, which is love, right? The greater consciousness is love. So why is there an avoidance? So this sort of flip was upright and it sort of flipped around reverse, but so I sort of take the average of those two and it's sideways. And what's cool about this is that this actual imagery is sideways. So Five of Fire, Five of Wands, radiance. I mean, look at this woman. She's very radiant, very beautiful, outgoing, spontaneous. There's something I get that this person, what they do is probably very creative. Because if you also look at the Six of Earth, this abundance card with all this, they may be in like, agriculture, something like that with like food or, but then we got this, this brightness here. There's something artistic. I mean, because also too with the imagery of the Art of Love, it's like painting. And then with this Five of Air, this is like playing like a cello. So there's something very artsy about this person. Maybe they do play music, maybe they do painting, maybe they are a dancer with like, you know, like with this like disco vibe here, or an ag, I don't know, like maybe a baker, something creative. So they're kind of focused on that and the abundance that comes from that with their workspace. But they're not wanting to address love really. And the clarity around that was like the radiance. I think they're focused on themselves, which is great. That will ultimately raise the consciousness, but there is a little bit of an avoidance of love. Can I get anything else about? I think they're just very self-focused right now. What do they want to say to you? Are you even like in their minds? Like one of earth, ace of pentacles, all one. Okay, so this is somebody who like loves everyone. And sorry, we've got one more. The changer and the changed, air crone sage. And there's like I probably can't show it because there's a breast, an exposed breast there. This person's kind of a free spirit. This person is possibly sexually fluid because we have like this rainbow aspect too, right? This could be this could just be a very sexually fluid person. And they sort of love everyone. And so you may be totally crushing hard on this person because you're like, I dig that vibe. I dig the openness. I dig the love. Like I just feel the love coming off of you. And I love that you're so passionate about what you do. That's so cool. And they love you too, but it feels less exclusive because they sort of love everybody. Like that's part of their consciousness rising sort of journey right now, is like loving everybody, focusing on their craft. So what they say to you is, I love you too. I think you're kick-ass. You're going to be super successful in whatever it is you do. And like, that's so amazing to hear, right? Like that's what you want to hear. But I think they tell that to every beautiful soul that they encounter. So you are special though, but like kind of what they're saying is like, you are special, but everyone's special. Everyone's equally special. Everyone's equally beautiful. So basically let's get the advice. Let's get the advice, but my personal advice is just admire this person. Admire what they're going through in this certain chapter of their life. The fact that they have so much love to give to everybody, that they love everyone, that they're so creative, that they're so just like into what they do. Let that inspire you to love what you do, to love everyone yourself. I mean, clearly you find that so admirable in this person. So why don't you try to be that? Don't be somebody you're not, right? But if you admire that aspect and you'd like to see it in yourself, try to embrace it, right? Here's something that just came to mind. So a little fun fact about me is I loved Heath Ledger. He's was an amazing actor. His soul was so beautiful and impactful, and just like, I mean, everybody loved him, right? This is another one of those things, like he loves everyone loves him. His energy was just so intoxicating, and just there was something about him, right? And there's just some people that are like that. There's just something about him. And I kind of have told myself at times, like look at how he looks at people. Look at how he engages with people. Look at how he, like, it's just so, there's something so magical about it. And I would try to kind of tell myself, like, you don't need to be obsessed with this person or like, wow, what they do is so great. I mean, you can be like that, but if you find that super inspiring, if you think that's super cool, how can you implement that into your own life to be kind of more like that? So I've kind of tried to embrace, like, how can I be like Heath? How can I make someone feel beautiful? How can I make someone feel seen? How can I make someone feel heard just like he did? That was so inspiring to me. And so there's times where I'll just kind of try to, channel him, or not channel him literally, but that's like the terminology, like not literally channel him, but like if I were to channel that energy of love, of just looking at somebody and making them feel like, oh my gosh, like making somebody fall in love with you essentially for being a beautiful freaking human. Like that's kind of what's happening to you, I think, with this person. And you can do that too. You can be that intoxicating person that everyone's falling in love with because they're just like, they're such a good listener. They're so open. They're so free. They're so creative. They're just uniquely, beautifully themselves. So you can do it too. That's what I'm trying to say here. But since we're asking the universe, let's ask the universe what their advice is for you in this situation. All right. Conscious consumer. Okay. So this might be something about like, you know, don't be wasteful, recycle, blah, 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 which is great. All that's good. But with conscious consumer, what I'm getting is being very intentional with the content you consume, with the energy you surround yourself with. Is it negative? You know, are you hearing somebody talk bad about somebody else and you kind of jump in, or like, it's hard because you don't really want to be that person who negates it, because then that kind of turns them against you and you're kind of like, I don't really do that. But definitely try not to validate it in any way, right? Like, try to be in the most alignment with yourself, in a place of love and what you know to be true and the right thing to do. So you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. So that could resonate for you, but like I said, really with this conscious consumer, what I'm really taking more from this is being present, being aware of what you're consuming in your life. Are you putting good things in your body? Are you putting good things out into the world? What does your energetic flow look like in the world? That's absolutely what this is trying to say, because given everything I just said about Heath Ledger and all that stuff too, it's like, are you being present and aware of how you're presenting yourself to the world? Is it authentically who you want to be? Is it the best version of yourself? Is it somebody who would be inspiring, like the person that you are inspired by here? Is it like that? And if it's not, how can you be more conscious and present in day-to-day life to be more like that and to embody that more? So, you know, how can you be in that energetic flow? How can you be in that frequency? And that may just help you by, you know, meditating or not consuming certain content that's not good for you. Like if you're watching a lot of, what are those, like soap operas, not soap operas, what is it? Reality TV. If you're watching a lot of like reality TV and it's just kind of like mushing your brain and you're like, oh, like this is drama and it's funny, but like it's not serving me in any way, maybe try to be more conscious about what you are consuming, what you're putting into your mind, so that the things that come through subconsciously, what you dream about, are more directed toward where you're really wanting to go, so that you can kind of inspire the people, kind of like the ones that inspire you. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with this pick your card reading. Please drop in the comments if you enjoyed this style. I would love to hear it. And if you watched through the whole thing, kick ass. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Please comment. I think the comments above liking and subscribing are actually my favorite. I love hearing from you guys. That's my favorite part. I will always respond. And yeah, so we will see you next time.